So remember, they're changing my voice. So this is the next part. I was saying that they wanted you to believe in the white man's psychology, his neo-Roman psychology, right? Martin Luther, okay, the Klan. The Klan was Protestants, right? But Catholics are also evil, okay? No offense to anybody, these are just the facts. Okay, they wanted you to believe that you should conform to the Klan cultures in the South, to the LGBT cultures wherever they were to be found, to the rich Jewish cultures in America wherever they to be found. They wanted you to conform to Western culture. That's why they made the straw men out of those terrorists that they financed or they had something to do with one way or another in northern Nigeria. They were called Boko Haram. And the word Boko is book scrambled, and Haram means forbidden. And it's Har. Har is another name for Horus, which is superimposed on the Royal African Falcon Martial Art Order. So there's no way around it. I mean, anybody with any sense would know. Let's say you don't believe me about Egypt. You think God chose some skinny Egyptian as presented to you in popular culture as his god of war, as his son who represents war, and not a Nigerian? You'd have to be out of your freaking mind. You think God chose some skinny East African, no offense to anybody, and not a ripped and agile, right? Not big and strong, but ripped and agile, okay, Nigerian, okay, who could outmaneuver Tyson in no time and cut him down, outmaneuver Mayweather in no time and cut him down. I mean, think about it. They would have to go beyond Mayweather and Mike Tyson. They would have to go beyond Sugar Ray and Muhammad Ali. The people in the Middle East and the people in Egypt simply do not do that. And their own Bible says it. It said Ham begot Cush. Cush begot Nimrod. And Nimrod was a mighty warrior before the Lord. So if Ham represents Africa, especially black people, then there's Cush. Then they say Nimrod is the mightiest of them. Who would it be? Would it be a Somalian? Would it be a Libyan? Would it be an Eritrean or Ethiopian? Lovely people, mind you. But it would not be them. Would it be a South African? No. The Zulus didn't pronounce themselves in America like the Igbos did. Several million Nigerians were taken to North and South America in the transatlantic slave trade. Manifest destiny. They're not trying to manifest the Zulu destiny. They were trying to manifest the Igbo destiny. That's why in the Nigerian Civil War, the other tribes ganged up against the Igbos and the small tribes around them. Because the white man said, get the hero. And that's why the word hero has her O in it. There's no other way to look at these things. You say, we're just talking gibberish, right? How can they say that? How many slang terms are there in America? How much Masonic wordplay? It's even called a magic spell, like spelling. And countless New Age people are pointing it out these days. There are countless occultists. They got it from somewhere. They got it from the Western occult. It is retarded as hell for them to tuck their tail, hide under the snow, cuddling a teddy bear, and say he's talking gibberish, instead of address these very straightforward and unavoidable and infallible facts. That's called their spirit being trampled as they go out like a punk. Why I live every moment of my life as a man walking in the Spirit of God, which is almighty. Not hiding from the truth, embracing the truth, especially the most profound martial art truths. Every moment of my life doing that. Repetition is also a martial art principle. Focus and timing. How do I spend my time? What was I focused on? What was I determined to do? Where was my will? Doing the will of God with willpower. Power. Heart, he-art, and martial arts. The word cheat, right? See-he-at and see-heat. So the people who went to the snow, who colonized the world, cheating the people in the place that is most known to be hot. Now, I think the hottest place in the world is actually in Arizona, But we can easily see that Native Americans are not the mightiest warriors in history. No offense to anybody, lovely people, nice people. Shout out to them and everything else. But we see that we have to connect the dots. We have to do the math. We have to know the truth and we have to live it. Because if you shrink from living the truth, then you're just a coward. And the word coward is a crowd scrambled and add crow. And the word neutral, listen to this one carefully because you people don't understand this one. The word neutral is a play on words for new troll. Neutral. A troll is not an angelic being. A troll is not divine. A troll does not do the work of God. But a falcon that flies high close to the sun, that is diving faster than any other animal moves. The word diving is like the word divine. The word faster like master. And we see in the Bible they say fasting. And as the story goes, they say God speed. And the word seed is like the word speed, which goes back to where you pick fruit from. You don't pick figs from thistles or grape from thorn bushes. Psalm 106 says, who can proclaim his mighty acts? Proclaim. Proof, profound, deep, profound. There's no other way. The word win and wind. It says in Proverbs 34, who holds the fist in his wind? Who holds the wind in his fist? I usually cite this one when I'm explaining to people in denial why I'm Christ. It makes it clear in Proverbs 34 in the New International Version and the New Living Translation. Okay, it says, who has gone up to heaven and come down? How? Right, spiritually speaking. Who has connected to God, right? Who has wrapped up the waters in a cloak? And it says in Isaiah 59, it's a cloak of zeal. Who has, with passion, with zeal for God, connected to God and wrapped up the waters of righteousness and life and well-being? Isaiah and John. Whose hands have gathered up the wind? Another version, who holds the wind in his fists? Why did that guy interpret it as fists? Because he knew that it's a martial arts story. And the Son of God is the top martial artist, and that is me. It's pretty straightforward. It's also, notice again, going over 106 again real quickly here. I know they're messing up my voice. I apologize if it sounds a little annoying. But I'm just going to go ahead and finish this. It says proclaim, right? So it says, who can proclaim his mighty acts? Did Jesus shrink from proclaiming his mighty acts? No. Did Stephen the martyr? No. Did John the Baptist? No. In popular culture, did Peter? No. He was crucified upside down. Jesus rebuked Peter for shrinking to fit. He said, before the cock has crowed 3 times, you have denied me. And Peter said, I would never do that. Because everyone there understood beyond any doubt that someone of God declares the glory of God through the rooftops, from the rooftops, so to speak, regardless of the consequences. It says in Matthew 10, what is whispered in your ear, proclaim from the rooftops. And in Psalm 106 again, it says, who can proclaim his mighty acts? So when we see people in secret societies keeping their mouths shut, it's because they worship the devil. I walk in the light of truth. I walk in the light of obeying God's commands, the light of justice, romantic justice, martial arts justice, while they walk in deep darkness. And it is their greed, pettiness, and cowardice that is causing them to slip, to stumble, spiritually speaking. We got to watch out for those people who confuse spiritually speaking with literally speaking. We know that the martial art idea is literal because it applies, it lines up, it's aligned with God's wisdom. It says the Lord is a warrior. What is it being compared to? Nothing. He's being compared to a warrior, and the warrior is not superimposed on anything else. To say God is a warrior, that's not figurative. That is literal. He's the essence of being a warrior. The essence of a man of martial warfare. And you see also with the pharmakeia and the pharmaceuticals, and all these people who are quiet about that and using that and trying to benefit from that sabotage. And we see the word shrink, because they want people to shrink to fit.